Tonight, we are tackling a number of important issues, and we have roped in some respected soccer fundis to help us make sense of these issues. Joining us is soccer journalist who is well versed on the matters happening on the continent, Mpumi Manyisi, who covers local football, and she will be joined by another respected soccer analyst, Emeka Enyadike. Good evening, lady and gent. Let's start with the story that has rocked the nation, which happened this morning, the passing away of Anele Ngcongca. I mean, he played for one of the most formidable teams at the moment, Sundowns. What do you have to say to the Ngcongca family and really his supporters?
Should I go?
Yes, Mpumi.
Yeah, it's a sad one indeed, Tlou. A student of the game, a man who respected his craft, who respected his job so much. We just want to say condolences to the family, the fans of the beautiful game, people who followed Mamelodi Sundowns, people who follow Amazulu, who are looking forward to seeing him on the field of play on the other side of Usudu. Unfortunately, it's such a tragic thing, a sudden passing. He really did not deserve to die so young, but you'd never know God's plans, you know what I mean? Even the people that followed him when he started out at Black Aces as well, his fans in Belgium as well, we just want to say condolences. What a painful one. Such a humble guy, a very relaxed and welcoming human being. It's a great loss.
Mpumi, we'll continue with you for now as we wait for the other journalists to join us. I want us to now talk about the CAF story and the sanctions against Ahmad. Ahmad, how important is this and what has led to this decision for his banning?
What has led to this decision is an investigation that started back in 2017. Obviously, he had dealings with an sports equipment company. Apparently, he was receiving gifts and he was, taking things that he was not supposed to take from the company. Not only that company, and other companies that were not mentioned by FIFA and CAF as well. So it's just a bad state for him because he wanted to run again for CAF presidency, which now gives other people like Patrice Motsepe a chance now to stand in, because we don't know if he will rise again after 5 years, because we all know that he's been banned for 5 years. But it's an investigation that's been going on for a longest time. I think the final decision was taken last year, and they were just making up wrap-ups as to making sure that the evidence is there. And they eventually found the evidence, seeing that he's been taking monies from different companies. Unfortunately, other companies were not confirmed.
I mean, this really does throw a spanner in the works, because you have the incumbent who is now out of the running. The elections are only a few months away in March. What do we expect to see with this situation?
Like I said, it opens up a space for new candidates like Patrice Motsepe. It just says it gives an opportunity for people who have never run for the presidency a chance to now step in and come in, so that they're given a chance to show as to what is it that they can do that has never been done in the CAF leadership. Unfortunately, he was also vice president of FIFA, and he had to step down in that position as well.
And one thing we are obviously looking forward to is Pitso Mosimane. He's got a chance to win a very big trophy that he has spoken about for the longest of time. He's also taking with him a very big team, but also going to be facing Zamalek, which is another formidable team. Your expectations?
He's done absolutely well. He hasn't lost in his run. He recently got awarded by the fans the coach of the year. So you already know, if you follow Egyptian football, you would know the staunchness of football following that side. If the fans applaud you, you're already on the right side, you're already on the bright side. I really think he will fairly do well against like a team he knows from the Mamelodi Sundowns side, Mamelodi Sundowns days up to where he is now. And he is one coach that has studied Egyptian football thoroughly. He knows those players in and out. So if you have a coach like that who's able to monitor his team, not just his team, but the opponents as well, I think it's on a brighter side, and he would do fairly well, in my opinion, against Zamalek. It won't be an easy team. It won't be an easy game, but he will fairly come out stronger.
There's so much to discuss. I want us to also bring it back onto the local front in terms of the weekend action, and just for you to give us a sports wrap on really what were your highlights from the weekend that was.
My highlights has to be the Kaizer Chiefs and Golden Arrows game. You know, Golden Arrows were trailing 2-1 to Kaizer Chiefs, and we all thought they are losing this game, and they bounced back from 2-1 to drawing with Kaizer Chiefs. Now, that was to deny Kaizer Chiefs their win, I think first win of the DStv Premiership, and also, you know, we all know what Gavin Hunt is going through at this point in time. He can't buy players until next year with the Duck situation, so it's really tough for Amakos. We all thought they are going to grab 3 points at this point in time, but unfortunately it wasn't to be, so they stick at 11 place on the log, which is really not good for Soweto Giants. But we see the likes of Utsutu stepping up slowly but surely, sitting at I think 6th place on the log with 6 points, which is absolutely good, just behind TS Galaxy.
Mpumi, thank you so much for honoring our invitation and really unpacking all that has been happening on the sports front. We really appreciate your time. That was, of course, Mpumi Manyisi, very well versed on the local front when it comes to football, but also tackling what's happening on the continental